Re-
Okay. Hello and welcome. My name is Lynne Hartwell, and I am the Wellness Program Director at the Bridge Healing Arts Center in Farmington, Connecticut. And the Bridge is all about finding your path, finding your balance, finding your spiritual journey, physical, mental, emotional well-being. And we bring in a slew of experts that are in-house. We have our own practitioner base, as well as inviting in experts from the local community. And one of our favorite teachers and experts is Carrie Lemelin. And we are so thrilled to have her here. I believe her name is Carrie S. Lemelin. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And what she's been doing is she's been bringing in fantastic classes, and one of our favorites is Healing Through Art. And I have known Carrie for years. She is an expert psychosomatic numerologist, wonderful, compassionate, empathetic human being. And we are very thrilled to have her continue with the Healing Through Art series and everything that's been doing for our participants that come to the bridge. So, Carrie, please tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Oh, thank you, Lynn. It's my honor, my dear friend. We've been practicing beside each other for some time now, and it is my pleasure to bring this program that we're going to be talking about today, Healing Through Art. So you mentioned I'm a psychosomatic numerologist, and people might think, I've heard of numerology, but what's psychosomatic numerology?
What the heck is that? I did. When I
Psychosom
first heard, I'm like, huh? But,
so
but
psychosomatics, like people know what psychosomatics are, which is like a psychosomatic illness. It's your mind, right? It's so I believe I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. So it's the body-mind connection. So with numerology, we use that as our blueprint. But we're here as spiritual beings to have an experience where I believe I'm here to make the world a better place, right? My number is all about my destiny,
hmm,
is through my date of birth and my expression. And the psychosomatics have to do with our chakras and energy centers and having emotions that come up, which a lot of times people feel like emotions aren't necessarily a good thing. I disagree. I believe that even the most low level emotions are messages for us to be able to take on new opportunities to look at things differently. So, the foundation of everything I do is through numerology. And I do take your date of birth and I take the name that you go by and we discuss it if you want to. I mean, this is another service that I provide, but it's basically your blueprint. One of the things that we do is one of the nicest compliments I get, and maybe you could kind of share when I did your numbers, is
right.
you're not telling me something new. I know that about myself. And what happens is we can also look at our challenges, we can look at all our things, but we forget there's certain things in the subconscious that get in our way. And through the healing through, oh, well, I'm going to give you a second. What do you want to say about your numerology, if you want to say anything at all?
Um, Primarily, I do want to emphasize that when we worked together and you did my psychosomatic numerology, I've had my numerology, I've had my numbers done before. And one of the first things that really was very important is how much it actually meant something to me. It pertained to me. You mentioned it as, oh, you're not telling me anything I don't already know. But however, this is all mumbo jumbo, and just it's not it. Numerology doesn't. It's all make believe. Well, first of all, if it was make believe, then it wouldn't when the explanation of who you are or how things affect you, or people with the the number 5, people with number 8s, people who have the number 7, are of a certain type, a certain persona, and you're sitting there going, well, yeah, that's me. So there already is a link, there already is something to this, there's a truth behind it. When you did the psychosomatic version of numerology with me, yes, I was aware of certain things, but you pointed out that what I knew was stuck in my life and I couldn't get beyond. I couldn't understand the why. I couldn't, well, I knew I was stuck. I knew, so I knew the how, kind of, and I knew the what, but I didn't know why. You were able to come in and explain the why, because I'm an analytical personality and I want to wrap my brain around it. And I couldn't wrap my brain around why there were certain aspects of my life that seemed to be stuck. But then you also hit upon how certain people respond to me. And because my number was a 7, and 7s resonate a certain way, and just for the general public that's just going, I don't know what 7 means. It just means that there's certain ways that people will react with me, will interact with me. And that was like dead on. And that I could be very intelligent, but at the same way too, I can seem very cool and distant and unreachable, which was not, I mean, yes, that's true. That has happened over and over and over again. And that's a part of my life that I felt stuck in. How do I change that perspective? I'm not these other people. And I'm like, but I'm not going to not be who I am. I'm not going to take on this fake persona. I'm going to be me. However, that kept on being the reaction that people would have with me, is that, oh, I don't need help from anyone. Or I've got it all. And, and Lynn's got it all managed. Well, no, that's not true. But that was the image I was giving off. By changing my number, I have noticed, and actually to lead in to our session together, I have noticed changes. I have noticed that people can feel a greater connection with me, and that there seems to be a greater type of interaction, almost like a warmth, like an empathy, like people are actually seeing me for the first time, and it's not like I'm some big mystery. And before I was just like, that's what you really think of me? I'm like, well, that's so not true. I do need people. It's not like I'm totally independent and I can do it all myself. Oh, heck no. But people are beginning to kind of see that. So I'm getting more assistance, and especially with being a manager, juggling a lot of things at once. I will ask for help, but sometimes I don't always get it, or people don't realize that, oh, maybe I should be helping her out, or at least saying, hey, Lynn, how is it going? I'm seeing that more. I am getting more assistance, and also being able to delegate more easily and having that type of response. So from a manager's point of view, and anybody else out there who's a manager, you understand what I'm talking about, or a parent, being able to delegate and having the other family members being pulling instead of you having to push constantly. It's a dream. So, not everything's perfect, but that's life. But I have noticed differences.
That's beautiful. And you said it so eloquently, and I'm so happy that this is working, because it does. And I mean, I've been on this spiritual path, and psychosomatics fell into my life. It's been part of my spiritual journey. But the validation I get is every time I get to look at somebody's chart. There's two things we look at. First of all, has to do with your date of birth. Your date of birth does not change. It is who you are. It's what your destiny is. It's where your challenges are. It's the cycle that you're in. And that's all there is to it. All the numbers, we add them together. And then there's the second part of your chart, which has to do with the expression, which is what you're so eloquently talking about, which is Lynn's expression she was using her first name and her last name only.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is, when you're in your blueprint expression, it's not only how you emote, it's how others perceive you. And what I think we're pointing to is Lynn's intention was one thing, and how it was landing with others was very different. People
Yeah.
saw Lynn as a very smart, articulate, powerful leader and didn't think that she needed help. Like she could just do it all herself. And it's funny, right? But
Yeah.
that was the perception. So what I did is I made a suggestion. And I
Mhm.
suggested that she start incorporating a one into her life, which
Mhm.
changed the dynamics of the number. And the minute you do it instantaneously, your expression reverberates and how people interact with you, it just changes, it just shifts. And you're just showing the perfect example. So she went from a 7 to an 8.
Mhm.
And an 8 is all about manifestation and balance and abundance and creating a miracle manifester. When people are 8s,
Bring
I
it.
call them
Yeah.
miracle manifestors. Like you can create whatever you want,
Mhm.
like in the positive. And every number, by the way, has a positive, a negative, and a critical. And the fact is, you can be in your -8, which is not getting anything done and not manifesting anything. Or you can choose to be that
Mhm.
person that kind of pulls everything together. But I just want to say that the numerology and the psychosomatics, the body mind connection
Mhm.
between that, I mean, when we don't allow emotions to run their course, what happens
Mhm.
is they get stuck in our bodies and they can cause physical illness. And what I'm talking about is leading us to this program, which is healing through art. So many times, whether it's emotional healing or physical healing, what happens is we have these emotions that really just reverberate. And if they stay stuck in your body for a long time, what happens is there's physical ailments that could literally happen to you. And what we're doing is we're bringing to the awareness, we're giving a channel for you to place all this energy and to create healing as a way of expression. And we're using art as the manifestation of it. And we just completed our first 6-week series of healing through art at the Bridge Healing Center. And actually, I want to share with you, this is my painting from today because every class we do a painting and there's a different intention, and I can show you that. But this was my painting from today. And
That is beautiful.
thank you so much. And this basically, the different colors and
Mhm.
the emotions that were just coming and manifesting is just something. And I lose myself in my painting. And let me just show you another example of a very different day. So today we were talking about forgiveness and self-love.
Oh, wow. And all those beautiful blues,
Thank
a
you.
little bit of purple and the whites. I mean, that, and my interpretation of that piece
Uh-huh.
is about hope. And there's a little bit of sorrow in there, but it's more about working it through. And it's kind of like just releasing, expressing. There's a lot of hope intertwined throughout all of that. And it's about just moving forward and not being stuck, not standing still.
Wow. Thank you. And a lot of times,
Yeah.
what ends up happening too, when you have these emotions, is
Mhm.
once you put them into a painting or
Yeah.
anything creative, it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be painting, but what we're doing is actual painting, is
Mhm.
you're going to find that you transmute. So you may put in something pretty scary or something pretty,
Mhm.
but what happens is the other side of it comes out. So
Yeah.
so thank you. And here's another one. This is another obviously different
Ooh.
motion. And yeah, this was another in
Ooh.
different
That's
colors.
talkative. It
Yeah, there
is.
was a
It's
lot.
talkative. I mean, you've got a lot of like the oranges and the reds and the browns, which are the root chakra, and the sacral chakra, which is your base, your foundation.
Yes.
And
So
then, but you've
true.
got the, yeah, and then you've got the blues and a little bit of the, like the blue green, which is the heart and the throat, and communicating from the heart, and the yellows, which is your inspiration, your joy center, joyfulness, hope, inspiration, and a little bit of innocence kind of spattered in there. And the purple
Absolutely.
is about spiritual and your spiritual connection. And
and the
just a,
balance, and to
yeah,
be
it's
able to take
beautiful.
to take the energy. It's just kind of an example. And every time what
Yeah.
we do is we have an agenda. Let me just kind of show you, if you don't mind. I'll show you. We have another class that's going to actually be starting, and it's going to be coming up in March. And I'll just show you this. So we just completed program 1, which was this series. We completed it today, and we've got the next schedule series starting on March 18th. So it's a Saturday morning from 9 to about 11. Actually, it is definitely from 9 to 11. And the way the program, we have certain topics, but we have discussion, and we also do meditation, a little meditation to kind of bring things full circle and let them go, which I'd like to be able to do a quick meditation if you're open. And then, but here's the program series, and it's a 6-week series. We also allow people to drop
Wonderful.
in
Yeah.
if they want to. We have some topics here. We go over some feelings. There's also a slide here that I wanted to show you, which is the body-mind connection. So this is a slide where we actually take the numerology and we correlate based on the numerology of what we're talking about to certain chakras in your physical body. And so this is just something that we also take, which is something that we feel very strongly about, definitely feel very strongly about. So any questions for me real quickly, or are you open to doing a quick meditation?
I think let's go right to the meditation.
Very good. All right. So right now, what I'd like you to do is to sit back and kind of relax and take a deep breath in and hold it and take a deep, let it go. Take another deep breath in and hold it and blow it out. What I'd like you to do is to imagine a silver plate. And on that silver plate, I'd like you to take any of the anxiety, the worries of your day, the week, the month, anything that's in your space right now that's not serving you, and place it on that silver plate and watch it fly higher and higher in the vastness of the universe until you don't see it. I'd like you to imagine yourself in a beautiful garden, feeling the sunshine on your skin. Notice the nature and the vibrant colors around you in this beautiful garden. Feel yourself connected to Mother Earth and welcome her support as you're standing in your beautiful garden. I want you to walk through your garden until you notice a set of stairs going upward. I'd like you to walk up those stairs, and at the top of the stairs, you'll notice a door with a key in the lock. I want you to take that key, unlock that door, open the door, and walk into your own private, safe and secure, beautiful island. I want you to close the door behind you and lock it and keep the key with you. I want you to notice this beautiful island that is a place where you can create anything you want. You can manifest. It can look any way you want. You can have a beautiful lagoon filled with gorgeous blue water. You can have a beach. You can have mountains behind you. I want you to take a moment now to create and visualize your beautiful island any way you want. Very good. I want you to, at this time, bring anything that's going to make you comfortable or anything that you desire. You can manifest it here instantaneously. I want you to bring whatever you want to your island now. Don't be cheap on yourself. You can have anything you want. Very good. I'd like you to invoke and invite from the light your guardian angel, your constant companion who's surrounded with love and light, that is here as your protector. Even if you don't see your guardian angel, be aware that they are there with you because you asked them to be there. Give them a hug and a kiss and thank them for being on your island with you. Next, I'd like you to notice on your island that there's a mirror. And I'd like you to walk up to that mirror and take a look into your own eyes and see yourself exactly as you are. And notice what emotions are on your face and what do you notice is there that you would like to let go of now. Any and all emotions that are depleting you, give them permission to be there. You don't have to feel them, just be aware that they're there and allow them to be there and bring them from your subconscious to your conscious for the purposes of letting them go. Very good. I'd like you to invoke and invite from the light your healing doctor. Your healing doctor is your personal guide that is here to help you to expeditiously create balance and let go of those things in your life that no longer serve you. Even if you don't see your healing doctor, know that they are there on your island because you asked them to be there. Very good. I'd like you to create a sacred, special place, an energetic field on your island. This energetic field can consist of anything, whether it's mountains or water or mist, or you can bring love, healing, acceptance, any emotion. And the purpose of this energetic space is to transmute any negativity that you no longer want to have attached to your physical body. I'm going to give you a few moments now to create this energetic field however you want. Feel the warmth and the healing energy of this energetic space and allow it to look any way you want it to. Very good. I'd like you to connect your energetic field with me and everyone on this call. And for anyone who's going to be noticing this call, surrounded by the protection of your guardian angel and surrounded by the love and the light. And we can connect it to the vastness of the universe. I'd like you to go back now and go back to that mirror and see what no longer is serving you, what emotions you would like to give up, and to notice if you see any energetic cords connecting you to that image in your mirror. Even if you don't see these energetic cords and different parts and energy centers on your body, it's perfectly okay. I'd like you to ask your healing doctor to disconnect these cords that are binding you, that are weighing on you, and to take them from your side and to disconnect them and to place them into your energetic field on your behalf with universal love, compassion, and peace. Very good. And so that's what it is. I would like you to invoke and invite the healing energy that's inside your energetic field and allow it to embody and to fill the spaces that you've now freed up in your body, and allow your body to feel this energy throughout, and to feel the energy, this healing energy now, and allow this new balance and vitality. Accept it as it is. Very good. I want you to be aware that you can go to your energetic island, into your space at any time. This is your private island. You can invoke and invite anyone, whether they're living or passed on, in this beautiful, safe sanctuary that you've created, and you are protected. You do not have to suffer. You can bring the love and light to anything you can observe, and you can let go of what no longer serves you at any time. Very good. It's time now to leave your island. I'd like you to walk towards the door, take the key that you have already, unlock the door, open the door, and walk back down. Close the door behind you, lock it, and keep the key with you. I want you to walk down those stairs, coming back, feeling invigorated and at peace and rejuvenated, feeling the love and light as you come back into your garden, feeling safe and secure. And I welcome you back.
I feel so relaxed. And I'm looking outside to all the snow, and I'm just like, well, that could be sand, nice white sand at the island beach. But no, it was very relaxing. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome. And what I want to say about that as well is that we do a meditation and we have a topic for every class. And what we end up doing is having that meditation, then we go right into healing. We go right into our artwork and we show our emotions and we put those in and the things that no longer serve us.
Yeah.
And that's all the part of the class that I love. And I get tears in my eyes every time. They're all a little different.
They are.
Oh,
It's wonderful. And it's nice just to take a break from everything that's going on and to be in a different space, mentally, emotionally, physically, just be in a different space.
wonderful.
It's
And
nice.
the other thing that I wanted to share with you too is I have a little bit of a flyer, and here we've got, I think you can see it, right?
No,
Can you?
we're still seeing the course description.
Okay. Oh, let me go back. Let me go back and make sure I share my screen and bring up my healing through art. So there is a link that we're going to be able to share, which is where you can enroll. And so it's got the course description. It's got what I wanted to say is we've got a suggested donation price, which covers the cost of the room and all the materials. And we have it for 6 weeks. However, scholarships are available for those who need it. So I want you to know, and we're always willing to work. There's a drop-in rate if you'd like to drop in for the class. The other thing, we do have an enrollment form, which I will share with you as well, which just basically says that you have the opportunity to register for the course, which is starting on March 18th. And there's an event and you just fill out your email address and all that. There's also links to pay and then any place to put down whether you're signing up for 6 weeks or one. So here's the enrollment form. If you have any questions or concerns, my name, my telephone number, or Lynn, you can absolutely ask any one of us if you have any questions or any concerns. But we're really looking forward to getting this next course started and starting this journey as well.
Yeah. And we're very excited to continue with our Healing Through Art program and just the ability to heal through our creative expression. And I get very excited about classes like this because it's not just sitting here and going through these exercises and it's flat, it's just one dimensional and it's all, it's just, you're all in your head. You actually can physically work it through on canvas. You're activating your arms, your mind, your senses, and you can also create this beautiful artwork. And everybody's artwork is different. And there's no experts here. We don't have Picassos. You don't need to be an artist and to have everything perfect. Just be yourself. And that's all you need to
So
do.
true.
It's
And
fun.
part of so
Yeah.
much of what we say in the mantra is to give yourself permission to have a bad painting, to see whatever shows up. Sometimes I don't even look at the colors. It's just a matter of what inspires me at the time, and things come up very differently.
Yeah.
And to be able to do that. So thank you so much, Lynn, for this opportunity. And I love the healing center, the area. If you haven't been there, it's so healing and it's so bright. And I
It's
can't say
it's a very unique location. And as part of history, as part of Connecticut's history, we are a combination of 4 separate buildings that are part of the bridge that are interconnected. And they're historic buildings. We have 1700 built building. We have 2 1800 aged buildings, and just everything it is a health and well-being center, and it is healing just being there. But I'm so excited and I'm so grateful that you're bringing this wonderful class to the bridge.
Oh, thank you so much. And the energy in there, for those of us that have these feelings that you just walk in and you have this feeling of just health and wellness and balance and peace and creating this cocoon
Mhm.
where we can just kind of be and
It's
how
kind
we
of a
can.
home away from home because we have people come in and they just don't want to leave. And but that's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
It's a very welcoming environment.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all that you want to kind of bring this and be in your evolution as well. So thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So I'm going to end the meeting here.